What if the cravings weren't yours? What if the urges to eat certain things were quiet manipulations embedded deep into your system to keep your light dimmed and your consciousness caged? Every bite of artificially engineered food, every sip laced with hidden toxins, isn't just feeding your body, it's feeding an agenda. You, a vessel of divine intelligence, were never meant to operate on low vibrational fuel. The fatigue, the fogginess, the emotional spirals after eating, they're not random. They're coded messages from your higher self screaming to be heard. You are not like the masses. Your vessel is attuned to a higher frequency, and when fed distortion, it short-circuits your alignment. The path to your celestial throne is narrow, and only those who cleanse the temple can hear the call clearly. Have you questioned why the breakthroughs never fully break through? Why your visions blur at the edge of clarity? Why your inner knowing hesitates when it once roared with certainty? It's not because you're lacking discipline or devotion. It's because the sabotage is subtle, woven into the very fabric of what you consume. The foods you trust, the substances marketed as nourishment, carry frequencies designed to distort your divine signal. This deception is ancient, crafted not to kill the body, but to dull the spirit, to sever the sacred link between you and the realms that whisper your true name. Once you see this, truly see it, the illusion begins to unravel. And in its place, a higher clarity is born, an unshakable truth that your liberation begins not only with prayer, but with purity. What I'm about to tell you has been hidden for generations, not just by corrupt systems and soulless corporations, but by ancient entities that exist beyond human comprehension. Your digestive issues, your unexplained fatigue, those sleepless nights that leave you drained instead of restored, they are not coincidences. They are symptoms, indicators of a spiritual war happening inside your body, where the battlefield is your biology and the target is your divinity. Every ache, every strange shift in your energy is not just physical. It's a direct response to a calculated energetic attack designed to suppress your awakening. They don't want you to know that your body is a sacred vessel under siege, but now you do. And once you see it for what it is, you can begin to fight back. What you may not yet realize is that the foods you're consuming were never neutral. They were meticulously engineered to disrupt one specific type of being, you. While others eat without consequence, your body reacts, your spirit recoils, because you are not built like them. These substances act as invisible chains, binding your frequency to the lower realms, making it harder for your soul to rise, to remember, to reclaim. For the ordinary, it's just a meal. But for the chosen, it's a weapon, an energetic anchor disguised as nourishment, designed to mute your gifts, cloud your intuition, and delay your ascension. The higher your vibration, the more violently these foods clash with your essence. And until you break free from them, you will remain partially unplugged from your true power. In just a moment, I'm going to expose the exact foods that have been silently undermining your spiritual evolution. Foods that seem harmless to the masses but act like poison to the chosen. I'll show you how these substances uniquely interfere with your energy field, dull your intuition, and sever your connection to divine guidance. But more importantly, I'll reveal what happens when you cut them out. The shift is not subtle, it's instant, undeniable, and deeply transformational. So profound, in fact, that most people can't comprehend it until they feel the surge of clarity, power, and peace flood their system for the first time. This is the beginning of your return. Recently, a group of awakened souls, true chosen ones, followed this exact path, and what unfolded was nothing short of miraculous. They didn't just feel better, they became better. Their senses sharpened, their intuition exploded with precision, manifestations arrived with lightning speed, and a divine clarity settled into their lives like never before. Even the doubters among them were left speechless. This wasn't hype. It was activation. What you're about to receive isn't recycled advice or fluffy guru talk. It's sacred knowledge, ancient and guarded, meant only for those truly ready to step into their highest power. If you're reading this, that means you've been called. Get ready, because what you're about to uncover will dismantle everything you thought you knew about spirituality and ignite a level of awareness that most never reach. This isn't just information, it's an initiation. And what you choose to do with this truth will echo through lifetimes, shaping not only your path but your divine assignment in the cosmic unfolding taking place right now. But before we move forward, pause. If something deep inside you is stirring, if your spirit feels the pull, type revelation in the comments. That single word is not just a response. It is a signal to the universe that you are ready to remember, ready to awaken. As you write it, close your eyes and let the vibration of these words move through your chest, because this moment is not a coincidence. You were brought here by design. The chosen don't need proof. They feel the truth the moment it touches their soul. That sudden rush of clarity, that sacred chill running down your spine, that unshakable sense that everything is aligning at last. It's not imagination, it's confirmation. You've seen the signs, the patterns, the dreams that won't let you rest. That inner knowing that you've been marked for something far greater than this world wants you to believe. This moment is your divine echo. So write revelation and seal your vow to receive what was always meant for you. This isn't just information, it's remembrance. And once you awaken, there's no going back. The story I'm about to share stretches back through the fabric of time, long before the rise of modern empires, to the first beings who walked the earth in full recognition of their divine essence. These original chosen ones understood the sacred relationship between body and spirit. Their bodies, maintained with precise dietary practices, became flawless vessels for the divine light to manifest in its purest form. Their abilities, healing the sick, foretelling the future, manifesting their desires, were so extraordinary that they were etched into the annals of history as divine miracles. But these were not mere acts of magic. They were the natural result of a being in perfect alignment with the cosmos, a state achieved through the perfect balance of physical nourishment and spiritual purity, free from the energetic chaos created by corrupted foods. What they knew, and what we have forgotten, is that the body can hold the light of the universe if it is treated as the sacred temple it was always meant to be. As the centuries unfolded, those who sought to control the divine spark within the chosen began their covert campaign, first through hidden rituals, occult ceremonies, and secret practices that subtly infiltrated the world's food systems. Over time, as science advanced, so did their manipulations, becoming more precise, more insidious, and increasingly engineered to suppress the very essence of your divine potential. What was once a quiet spiritual struggle has now evolved into a full-scale bioenergetic war waged on the very foundations of your sacred being. These manipulations, hidden in plain sight, are not just about physical nourishment. They are crafted to dull your awareness, block your gifts, and sever the connection between your soul and the cosmic forces that you were born to channel. This war isn't just happening in the world around you, it's embedded in the very food you consume. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull toward ancient traditions, a deep resonance with eras long past? It's not just nostalgia, it's your spiritual DNA awakening, recognizing a time when the chosen ones lived in their fullest expression, when divine power flowed freely and effortlessly. Your soul carries the memory of that ancient epoch, a time of limitless manifestation and divine grace, and deep within you, it yearns to return to that state. The connection you feel is no accident. It is the echo of your higher self calling you back to your true power, reminding you of the boundless potential you were once meant to embody. What you sense is not a distant past. It is the forgotten future of your soul, waiting for you to claim it once again. Through 2 decades of studying the awakened souls scattered across the globe, I have uncovered an extraordinary phenomenon. Those who radically transformed their diets experienced profound spiritual activations that challenged the very limits of understanding. These transformations were not merely subtle shifts, but intense awakenings, where individuals unlocked extraordinary abilities in a matter of days. I've witnessed people develop telepathy, watch the impossible unfold before their eyes, and protect themselves with an aura so formidable that nothing negative could penetrate their field. Consider Samuel, a seeker who had spent years immersed in spiritual practices with minimal results. His intuition was clouded, his manifestations weak. However, after eliminating 3 specific foods for just 10 days, he was thrust into an overwhelming psychic awakening. Messages began to flood his mind, clear as day, and within moments, his ability to channel higher wisdom became so strong, he felt as though the universe itself was guiding his every thought. Today, she leads entire tribes of awakened souls with her unparalleled clairvoyant abilities, a gift so crystal clear it cuts through the veils of the unseen. And then there is Gabriel, a man who once suffered relentlessly from energetic assaults, plagued by invisible forces draining his vitality. Simply stepping into certain spaces would leave him depleted, his spirit fractured. But after adopting the sacred dietary path of the Chosen, his transformation was nothing short of miraculous. He forged an impenetrable, energetic shield, one so resilient that he now walks through the densest, most toxic environments unscathed, effortlessly transmuting negative energies into pure light. What these chosen souls have come to realize is that certain foods do far more than harm the physical body. They disrupt the very frequency of the soul. They block the flow of higher wisdom, severing the connection between the earthly self and the divine consciousness. It's like tuning into a frequency filled with interference. The messages from the divine are attempting to reach you, but the distortion caused by these foods prevents you from hearing the sacred transmission in its purest form. In mere moments, I will reveal a hidden truth that, once understood, has the potential to alter the very fabric of your reality. Those of you who possess heightened sensitivity to energy fields consistently report alarming phenomena. When exposed to certain harmful additives, dark, opaque patches begin to appear in the auras of the awakened. These disturbing marks are most prominent around the third eye and crown chakras, and they can linger for up to 72 hours after just a single encounter with these toxins. During this time, they create an energetic blockage, obstructing the flow of spiritual downloads, severing intuitive insights, and stripping away divine protection. What is even more troubling, however, is the discovery made through advanced quantum technology. Recent studies have shown that these additives have a far more devastating impact on those of us who vibrate at higher frequencies, the elect, than they do on the general population. The damage is not just physical or mental, it is spiritual, a deep disruption of the very connection between you and the divine. While the average person may experience only subtle energetic shifts after consuming these substances, the elect, those attuned to higher frequencies, suffer far deeper disruptions. Their vibrational signature, once harmonized with divine currents, is thrown into disarray, as if these substances were engineered with precision to interfere with their awakening. It's not simply a matter of diet, it's a targeted assault on spiritual circuitry. For the elect, whose energy systems operate like finely tuned instruments, even a trace of these compounds can cause emotional turbulence, psychic interference, and a sharp drop in their intuitive clarity. It becomes unmistakably clear. These are not random additives. They are frequency disruptors, and their impact is anything but accidental. The second profound energetic disruption arises from the consumption of meat sourced from animals who have endured lives of suffering and torment. This goes beyond concerns of health or morality. It is a matter of energetic transference. Creatures that have spent their lives in fear, stress, and profound anguish carry these emotions within every cell of their being. And when you ingest their flesh, you are not merely taking in nutrients, but also the dense, low-frequency vibrations that accompany their trauma. Each bite carries the energetic imprint of their suffering, fear, hopelessness, and pain, transferring directly into your own being. This energetic residue creates blockages within your own field, distorting your vibration and hindering your spiritual connection. The soul's journey is compromised as you absorb more than sustenance. You absorb the lingering echoes of pain and sorrow that prevent the full alignment with your higher self. For those of the elect whose energy systems are more porous and highly receptive, the impact of this energetic contamination is even more profound. The negative energy absorbed from such sources creates powerful blockages at the solar plexus and heart chakras, two centers crucial for the pure expression of their divine purpose. These obstructions don't just diminish their capacity to manifest their desires, they also suffocate their inner guidance, drowning out the voice of their higher self. The result is a profound disconnection from their true path as the soul's clarity becomes clouded and the way forward grows obscured. Without a clear channel to divine wisdom, their spiritual mission becomes increasingly difficult to navigate, leaving them adrift in a sea of confusion, struggling to reclaim the clarity they once possessed. Research conducted on the elect who have fully eliminated these meats from their diet reveals an extraordinary shift in their energy systems. In just 21 days, the heart chakra undergoes a powerful opening, unlocking an influx of divine love that many describe as a homecoming to their true essence. This transformation is so profound that it often elicits experiences of unconditional love so pure and overwhelming that it feels like returning to a state of blissful oneness, untouched by the burdens of earthly fear. As the heart expands, the fog that once clouded their understanding of life's purpose clears, and the path ahead becomes undeniably clear, as though an ancient veil has been lifted. In this space of clarity, they reconnect with their divine mission, feeling guided by an inner light that illuminates every step of their journey. The third major disruptor to our energetic harmony lies in the consumption of modified grains, particularly gluten. This is one of the most hidden truths in the modern world. Grains, especially wheat, have been so extensively altered over the past few decades that their energetic signature no longer resembles that of the ancient grains once revered for their life-giving properties. This alteration was no mere accident. It was a deliberate manipulation designed to affect the human brain on a profound level. The changes made to these grains have created a dissonance in the energy fields of those who consume them, dulling the mind and interfering with cognitive clarity. The energetic impact is subtle yet pervasive, causing a subtle but persistent disruption to the connection between the brain and higher consciousness. As a result, the mind becomes foggy, distracted, and disconnected from its higher faculties, making it more difficult to align with the soul's true purpose. Among the elect, the consumption of modern gluten creates a dense energetic haze that clouds the third eye and crown chakras, much like a thick fog that obstructs clear vision. This fog distorts spiritual perception, dampening their clairvoyance, clairaudience, and intuitive abilities, making it a constant struggle to maintain even the faintest connection to higher realms. It's as if their mind must battle against an invisible force that saps their energy, leaving them drained and disconnected from their divine faculties. What is even more concerning is that modern gluten appears to interfere directly with the pineal gland, the very organ responsible for tuning into higher states of consciousness. The pineal, once a clear channel for spiritual insight, becomes clouded, preventing the full expansion of awareness and hindering the ability to perceive the divine truth that is constantly attempting to flow through. The energetic interference becomes a barrier, preventing the soul from fully awakening to its cosmic purpose. Those of the elect who have completely removed gluten from their diet experience a remarkable reactivation of their pineal gland within just a few weeks. This awakening is often accompanied by meditative visions of such intensity that they feel as though they are touching the very fabric of the cosmos. Their dreams become prophetic, carrying a clarity and precision they have never known before, offering glimpses into the future with startling accuracy. Alongside these gifts, they develop a heightened sensitivity to energies and entities that were once invisible, able to perceive the subtle forces that govern the universe. It is as though their spiritual vision is restored and the veil between worlds is lifted, allowing them to navigate higher realms with ease and grace, fully aligned with their divine purpose. The fourth significant energetic obstruction arises from the consumption of conventional dairy products, which are filled with hormones, antibiotics, and the energetic residue of animals that have lived in distress. These products create an energetic mucus-like layer that coats the entire chakra system, effectively dulling the vibrational frequencies of the body. This etheric substance, visible to those with heightened auric perception, wraps around the energy centers, suppressing their natural flow. The result is a severe hindrance to the body's ability to absorb and integrate higher dimensional energies. Like a thick, sticky film, it stifles the chakras, blocking the free exchange of cosmic energy and preventing the soul from fully receiving the divine wisdom and guidance available. This energetic accumulation slows spiritual growth, making it difficult to access higher states of consciousness and stalling the awakening process. The most profound and damaging impact occurs at the thymus, the physical anchor of the heart chakra and the sacred seat of divine connection. When this vital gland is compromised by the harmful compounds found in industrial dairy products, its function becomes impaired, significantly reducing its ability to support the energetic immune system. As a result, not only does the body's natural defenses against illness weaken, but so too does its protection against psychic attacks, energy vampirism, and subtle forms of spiritual manipulation. The heart chakra, which governs the soul's ability to connect to higher realms, becomes vulnerable, leaving the individual susceptible to external forces that can drain their energy or distort their spiritual path. This depletion of the thymus's protective power creates an opening for negative energies to infiltrate, undermining the clarity and strength needed to maintain a strong connection to divine purpose. Those of the elect who have completely eliminated dairy from their diet report a remarkable and transformative heart awakening, often described as a spiritual rebirth. As they free themselves from the energetic weight of dairy, their capacity to experience divine love, unconditional compassion, and universal oneness grows exponentially. This expansion of the heart is not just an emotional shift, but a profound spiritual evolution, often leading to the sudden emergence of healing abilities. They begin to feel pranic energy flowing through their hands, capable of channeling this life force to heal and restore balance in themselves and others. The connection to the divine grows stronger, and with it comes an undeniable clarity, allowing them to manifest physical changes in their environment and create the space for true spiritual empowerment. This shift is not merely internal, it radiates outward, transforming their reality and aligning them more fully with their divine mission. The fifth and perhaps most subtle form of energetic obstruction arises from foods whose vibrational frequency has been artificially altered. This is an area that mainstream science has yet to acknowledge, yet it plays a crucial role in disrupting spiritual harmony. Certain foods undergo chemical and genetic modifications that distort their natural energetic signature, shifting their vibrational patterns into disharmony. These dissonant frequencies directly clash with the finely tuned energetic field of the elect, creating a powerful interference that impedes their spiritual growth. Consuming such foods doesn't just affect the body physically, it creates a rift in the energetic alignment, leading to a sense of heaviness and disconnection. The higher frequencies of the soul are unable to resonate freely, and the individual's ability to access higher wisdom or manifest their divine purpose becomes hindered, trapped in a vibrational tug-of-war with the discordant energy introduced by these altered foods. At first glance, these foods seem entirely ordinary, presenting no visible abnormalities and passing all conventional chemical tests without issue. However, when analyzed with advanced technology designed to measure subtle energy fields, they reveal shocking vibrational discrepancies. These seemingly harmless foods carry profound energetic anomalies that disrupt the human energy field in ways that conventional science fails to recognize. The energetic interference is subtle yet pervasive, gradually affecting the balance of the body's energy systems. These distortions create disturbances within the chakras and the auric field, leading to a cascading effect that compromises spiritual clarity, emotional equilibrium, and even physical well-being. While these foods may seem innocuous to the untrained eye, their unseen energetic imprint slowly erodes the connection between the soul and its divine purpose, creating an invisible but powerful barrier to spiritual ascension. Among the elect, the consistent consumption of these energetically altered foods leads to a troubling phenomenon known as auric polarity inversion. In this altered state, the energy field begins to rotate in the opposite direction of its natural flow, creating a profound disconnection from the higher divine frequencies. This inversion makes it nearly impossible to align with spiritual wisdom or manifest positive intentions, as the energetic field is completely misaligned. Maintaining a protective energetic shield becomes a constant struggle, as it's like trying to hold a position against a raging current. The more effort expended, the more the energy field becomes entangled in the chaos. No matter how intense the spiritual practices or how focused the intention, progress remains elusive, as the inverted polarity creates an energetic block that halts any meaningful advancement or spiritual growth. When the elect eliminate these 5 groups of disruptive foods from their diet, a profound alchemical transformation unfolds within them. The barriers separating physical reality from higher dimensions begin to dissolve, and the veil that once obscured spiritual realms becomes translucent. Communication with one's higher self, spiritual guides, and beings of light becomes as clear and vivid as if they were standing in the room. This heightened connection allows for a flood of divine wisdom and guidance to pour through, creating a powerful flow of energy that amplifies their manifestation abilities to miraculous levels. For many, this transformation leads to experiences that defy conventional explanation, visions that come to life, intentions that materialize instantly, and an unwavering sense of divine alignment. In this elevated state, the individual becomes a direct channel for cosmic energy, co-creating with the universe in ways that once seemed impossible. As the veil between the physical and spiritual realms continues to thin, the Akashic records, once accessible only through profound meditation or out-of-body journeys, open up like a vast and infinite library. Information flows effortlessly, offering wisdom that once took years to attain, now available at the blink of an eye. Complex problems that once seemed insurmountable suddenly unravel with ease, as solutions emerge spontaneously from the depths of universal knowledge. Visions of the future become sharp and vivid, providing clarity in times of uncertainty. Meanwhile, the spiritual DNA, long suppressed by the distortions of previous dietary choices, begins to awaken and express itself fully. The dormant gifts and divine blueprints encoded within the soul come to life, activating latent abilities and cosmic wisdom. The individual now stands in direct communion with the universal consciousness, their connection to all that is becoming limitless and profound. This sacred knowledge, preserved through the ages by ancient civilizations, ascended masters, and whispered to you by your own higher self in moments of profound inner stillness, has always been within reach. As an elect, your body is a divine vessel, intricately tuned to resonate with higher frequencies. Every choice you make, every thought you hold, and every food you consume plays a pivotal role in either propelling you toward ascension or anchoring you deeper into the physical density. Each nourishment, whether of body or spirit, serves as a key to unlocking higher realms or a chain that keeps you tethered to lower vibrations. The path of ascension is not just a mental or spiritual pursuit, but a holistic alignment of the physical, emotional, and energetic self, where every action and every intake supports the divine orchestration of your soul's evolution. What does this revelation mean for you? It means that you stand at the threshold of a profound awakening, holding in your hands the key to unlocking your divine potential. With each meal, you are presented with a choice that echoes through the very core of your being. You choose between elevation and stagnation, between a life of spiritual expansion and one of energetic limitation. You decide whether to connect deeply with your higher self and the universe, or to remain disconnected, bound by old patterns. Every bite is an opportunity to fuel your ascension or to anchor yourself in the past. The power is yours, and the time is now. Your transformation begins with every conscious choice you make. and through these decisions, you step into the full expression of your divine purpose, manifesting your highest potential with every moment. As you begin to release these energetic blockages, something truly remarkable unfolds within you. Your perception expands beyond the limitations you once knew. Your senses sharpen, and you begin to notice the subtle, almost imperceptible energy shifts in everything around you. You can feel the vibrational frequency of the spaces you enter, sensing the underlying energy of the people you encounter, and even intuitively discerning the energetic imprint of the food you consume. What once seemed invisible now becomes vivid as you tune into the intricate web of energy that connects all things. This heightened awareness brings a profound clarity, allowing you to navigate the world with a newfound understanding, seeing not just the physical reality, but the energetic forces that shape and influence it. Each moment becomes a dance with the unseen, and your connection to the flow of the universe deepens, unlocking pathways to higher wisdom and spiritual evolution. As you continue to free yourself from these energetic constraints, your dreams become more vivid, often carrying profound symbolic messages or direct guidance from higher realms. Your physical body, once weighed down by the dense frequencies of the past, begins to feel lighter, more vibrant, and deeply attuned to the flow of divine energy. Many who embark on this transformative path report a swift and noticeable improvement in their ability to receive spiritual downloads, intuitive insights that arrive as sudden realizations, inner voices of wisdom, or flashes of understanding that seem to appear out of nowhere. The veil between the earthly and spiritual realms thins, and synchronicities start to unfold at an accelerated pace, as if the universe itself is responding to your alignment. Encounters with like-minded souls become more frequent, and opportunities that once seemed distant or improbable now manifest effortlessly, as though guided by an unseen force. With every step, you are drawn further into the divine flow, where all things are interconnected and the universe conspires in your favor. The most profound shift occurs within, as the doubts, fears, and mental fog that once clouded your purpose begin to dissipate. The deep sense of separation from your higher self fades, replaced by a powerful, unwavering knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. A sense of inner clarity takes root, and with it comes an unshakable confidence in your path. You realize that your intuition, your ability to manifest, and your connection to divine guidance were never truly broken, only obstructed by external and internal blockages. As these barriers crumble, your true potential unfurls, revealing a vast landscape of possibility you never dared to dream. The once distant whispers of your soul now become a constant, clear voice, guiding you toward the highest expression of your being, and you begin to walk the path of your divine purpose with newfound grace and certainty.